that one's...
I'm not even greeting you with a
What you
90.
Ooh! He's going for the record.
Okay, hold on. I haven't recorded yet.
Okay, tell me one.
Alright, it should be recording.
Haha. Pizza for the family. Not good pizza. Alright.
Ooh, yeah. Doesn't it look good, Fonda?
Ice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Another
there's
one
just-
cooking. Everyone's
That's a
helping.
good crust. It's really crunchy on the bottom.
Game
Still
day
chewy.
with the fam jam.
Don't look at me, I'm fat.
Homemade pizza. Thus says the Lord, Lo, I am about to create new heavens and a new earth. The things of the past shall not be remembered or come to mind. Instead, there shall always be rejoicing and happiness in what I have create. For I create Jerusalem to be a joy and its people to be a delight. I will rejoice in Jerusalem and exult in my people. No longer shall the sound of weeping be heard there, or the sound of crying. No longer shall there be in it an infant who lives but a few days, or an old man who does not round out his full lifetime. He dies a mere youth who reaches but 100 years, and he who fails of 100 shall be thought accursed. They shall live in the houses they build and eat the fruit of the vineyards they plant. The word of the Lord. Good morning, guys, or afternoon, or whenever you hear this. Well, I certainly hope you had a good resurrection day, but it's back to Lent now. I shared with you a few videos of my family getting together and just being silly. I love the reading from Isaiah today, because in this particularly dark time where there may be no end of it until the summer even, and we're feeling really low, I think God has actually given us a new opportunity to be joyful, to be among one another and laugh and be silly and just do things with the family. I've seen children outside playing. I've seen their parents taking walks with them. I've seen people on Facebook doing puzzles together. And it's like God is taking this moment to kind of be a good parent and punish us by putting us all in our room and forcing us to be together. The reality is, we have to make a choice. Do we go along with it and we try to swallow those insecurities and those fears and make the best of it? Or do we wallow in our own pity? There's a great story in the Bible. It's the book of Job. And Job is this amazing, faithful, wonderful man who has an amazing, faithful, wonderful family and wife. And he's wealthy and has great land. And, Satan starts to test him. So first he strips him of all of his wealth, and Job is like, that's okay. At least I have my family. And then the house falls down on top of his family and kills all of his wonderful children. And Job is like, well, at least I have my wife. And then she leaves him, and he goes, well, at least I have my health. And then he's afflicted with all of this illness, and to which all he can do is take like a shell and scrape his skin. And he sits there, and at some point, he just breaks down. He's like, God, I used to believe in you. But you're doing all of this. How can I believe in you when I've lost my family, my wife, my wealth, and even my faith in you? Well, God shows up, and he doesn't give him the answer he wants to hear. God basically says to him, Job, you're like a small part in this very big story. You can't know my ways. So why do I bring that story up? Well, the gospel today is Jesus being literally kicked out of his own town because, the people there, unless he's willing to do miracles, don't want to believe him. And he goes, oh, you who have to have these miracles, you'll only believe if you see. But what if God is giving us an opportunity to see it differently? What if God is sitting there frustrated that we've lost our sense of family? What if God is sitting there saying we've been stuck behind computers and TV and distractions for so long that I'm going to make you hate all of it? What if God is sitting there saying the most important thing in your life is that I'm with you, not that you get what you want? Because even if I give you what you want, you're going to want more. I'm always so shocked when like a new cell phone comes out and people are like, I'm going to go get this new cell phone. My parents are going to get it for me. It's only going to cost them $100 extra a month. What? What's wrong with your old cell phone? You know, that's the problem. The more you give, the more you want. Well, what if God is saying, I've given you everything you want, but you just haven't seen it yet because you're so distracted. You're so worried about your own afflictions that you can't see what you've always wanted was to be loved, to laugh, to know people who even in your worst moments, even when you're absolutely the worst you could possibly be, they're like, I still love you. This has been a very interesting year so far. I saw the president in a March for Life rally. I got to experience that with some of you. I know that Eric enjoyed it, and I enjoyed being there with you all. I've been trapped in my house by a plague. Odd, surreal. The entire world is doing Lent. Dramatic. You know what? There's no guarantee I'll keep my job. Youth minister's no good without a youth group. But I have faith in the Lord. Because like the prophet Isaiah said, he's creating something new. And I want to see where it will go. I want to laugh with my family every day. I know how precious that is. I want to pray more. Now I have the chance. I want a slower pace, and he's giving it to me. Is it boring? Not really, because I'm not wasting it. I'm using it. So you tell me, how are you using this to grow in sanctification? How are you beginning to see that God is creating something new and that we may just be a small part of it, but we're still part of it? How is it growing you in holiness? And before I leave, I want to sing a big old shout out to Eric Noyola. Happy birthday, bud. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric. Happy birthday to you. Hey, Eric, when this is all done, we're going to just get like little Maria Braun and scare her. That will be your birthday present. Anyway, guys, message me. Write back. Send me videos of what you're doing. Use this as a time to grow holy. Don't be like Job and give your faith up. When time gets tough, just remember, we're a small part of God's plan, but we're still part of his plan. So be used for God. I love you. I'm praying for you. You pray for me too. God bless.